Hey, if you're here, you're learning about metaphors. You are currently in the resource sections of writing your own poems. All right, so metaphors and enhancing meaning. Okay, so before we go further into it, let's go ahead and cover some bases. So currently, you should be in step three. All right, on Schoology, you'll find the poetry technique resources. This is one of them. There you'll find a lot of resources to help add to your figurative language in your poems. All right, so go ahead and take a look. You can do that now. All right, so you must use at least two figurative language techniques in your poem to enhance it and make it different and or better than your first draft. Go ahead and check off the techniques that you used in your poem below. So you should have your own worksheet. When you are done with this, you'll check off that you are done with the metaphor resource and that you have used the metaphors in your own poem. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's define metaphors. So, what is a metaphor? A figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object or action to which is not literally applicable. So, in this picture, right, you'll see Elvis, a lookalike of Elvis. Okay. The quote says, "You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time." Now, are you actually a hound dog? And are you actually crying all the time? No, it's just a figure of speech. Let's go ahead and look at some more examples so we can gain some better knowledge of how to use metaphors. So here are some examples. He's a cheetah. Now, is he actually a cheetah? Would you use a cheetah to describe a cheetah? No. Okay. So he's a cheetah means the person runs just as fast as a cheetah. All right, so let's take a look at another example. She was a tsunami blowing her way through the other team. So, this could be an example of how a girl was playing basketball and she blew past the team's defense and scored the winning hoop. All right. Now, is she actually a tsunami? Does she actually have water? No, it is just a figure of speech. Let's use one more. Her love for him is a red, red rose. So her love for him is a red, red rose. Do we actually see love? Can we actually touch love? No. So we are using love in a metaphor as a rose, all right, to symbolize, okay? So those are some examples of metaphors. So you should be able to use metaphors in your poetry now. All right, let's go ahead and cover some more bases. Your job is to go back to your poetry guide sheet and check off that you have viewed this poetry resource. Once you are done with that, go ahead and go back to your poems you're writing in your poetry project and edit your metaphors. All right, make sure to insert metaphors into your poetry if you have not. All right, this just about sums up metaphors. I hope you're doing well. Go ahead and look at some other resources that you could use. All right, see you soon.